down back. You can see both teams on the field.
They're going to get harder and harder hitting. It's going to be a tougher ball game every week.
Okay, the Redskins must have won the toss. They've deferred, it looks like, so they're going to be kicking off. And the Highland Huskies will be off to our right-hand side. Going back on the 10 or 15-yard line is going to be number 45. That's Takuma Jabbar, and he is a big man. He's the one that dislocated his shoulder 2 or 3 times last week in the playoff game. So Jabbar is deep.
They said he just pulled him over to the bench, put it back in, and he went right back into the ball game. That's a tough ball player.
Okay, and back there with him is Alton Davidson, number 2. He is on the far side of the field. And here comes Rettel's kick. Bounced down the middle field, up around the 30-yard line, picked up the 35, and dropped right on the 32. Number 85 in on the tackle for Saranac Lake, Virgil King. So the Huskies will come out. O'Brien is at center. T.M. Piero is at the guard. D'Angelo is at the guard on the right-hand side. Curley is the guard on the right-hand side. Romanowski is the guard on the left-hand side. Ellison is the tight end. Williams is the split end. Lewinson is the wingback. Brenny is the quarterback. Takuma Jabbar is the fullback. And Keith Heineman is the fullback. They're in an I formation, wing on the right-hand side. Redskins in a 5-2 monster defense, and the backs are up tight. They're going to try to shut down this game. Pitch outside, and here comes Heineman over the right-hand side. Breaks in, he's hit, and he's going to be dragged down, and maybe a gain of a yard, up to around the 39-yard line. Shatra in on the tackle, along with 32, Brown for Saranac Lake. Going to make it 2nd down and 8. And right off the bat, you see the speed of the secondary for Saranac Lake.
I picked up the Kingston Daylight Freeman today on the way into the stadium, and one of the things they made mention of is they know that safety is coming, and they know he's going to be blitzing most of the time.
Okay, they are now split on the left-hand side. They're tight on the right-hand side. They've got a slot on the left-hand side. The backs are in an I. Jabbar is the up man. There is a fake. Give the second man Brennan, and he breaks out the tackle, trying to get around the corner. Fumble on the play. And let's see what happens here. It goes out of bounds. He's going to be just short of the 1st down. He gets it up to the 46-yard line, so it's going to make it 3rd and a long one for Highland. Redskins have Peter Schmidt at right end, Neil Forte at the other end, Warshaw and Plumidor are the tackles, Fletcher is on the nose, Shatra and Brown are the linebackers, Rattel, Wanamaker are the safeties, Stearns and Van Dien are in the center. Stearns now the monster man. He's on the right-hand side for the Redskins. 3rd and a long one. Brenner is the quarterback. Jabbar is the back. Motion to the near side of the field. There's a give to the second man. He's got the 1st down as he breaks up across midfield, and then he stood up and dropped, but he's going to have it down to the Saranac Lake 49-yard line. In on the tackle were Rattel and Warshaw for Saranac Lake. So that's going to give them a 1st down on the Saranac Lake 49-yard line. Now they move it to the 48. Clock runs. 10 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the 1st quarter. No score. Live from Deitz Memorial Stadium here in Kingston, New York. Saranac Lake Redskins and the Highland Huskies. Huskies now have a wing. Lewinson way out to the right-hand side. The backs are in an I formation. Both ends are in tight. There's a give right up to the middle, Jabbar, and Jabbar rolls up close to the 42-yard line, right up the middle of the Saranac Lake defense. Hit on the play by number 26, Van Dien. Going to pick up 8 on the carry. He's just short of the Saranac Lake 40, so it's going to be 2nd down and 3. Mike Brenny is the quarterback. O'Brien, 230 at center. Tiampero, 215 at left guard. D'Angelo, 230 at right guard. Curley, 300 at the right tackle. Romanowski, 240 at the left tackle. Again, they have a slot on the right-hand side. The backs are in an I formation. They're trying to go along pitcher on the left-hand side. And it's Heineman trying to get outside, and he's hit and knocked out of bounds. And they're going to...
Warshaw and Forte.
And he's got another 1st down as he gets it down to the Saranac Lake 36-yard line. Well, the Saranac Lake wants to, Carl, put a lot of people up the line and make them throw the ball. They've got a sophomore as a quarterback. Play comes in from the sideline, brought in by number 85, Josh Friedman. Friedman now splits out to the left-hand side. Wide right goes number 25, Lewinson. He's winged wide right. The back's in a I formation. About 8 yards back is Heineman. Jabbar is the up back. And there's the pitch outside to Heineman. Breaks inside the end. Fumbles the ball.
That's
And Redskins recovered right on the 35-yard line. Well, that's not the first time that ball looks like it's come loose. So the Redskins get the first break.
Glenn Stearns recovers that ball for the Redskins. He's jumping off the field right now.
So the Redskins will be huddled up around their 25-yard line. Now, the time on the clock has gone off, so we cannot give you the time. They've had trouble with the clock. It's down to 0, so they're going to have that on the field, so we will not be able to give that to you. Dane at center. Fletcher and Greenwich are the guards. Warshaw and Plummer are the tackles. Van Deen is the split end. Cochran is the tight end. Redskins have a wing on the right-hand side, and the backs are split. Rabidou back there with Neil Forche. Stearns in motion to the far side. There's Neil Forche up over left tackle, and he's got about 2 on the carry, trying to go behind Fletcher and Warshaw on the left-hand side. In to make the tackle was number 44, Takuma Jabbar. So he gained 3 on the carry. Let's make it 2nd down and 7. Ball right on the Saranac Lake 37-yard line. Van Deen splits wide to the left. Stearns is winged on the right-hand side. The backs are in an I formation. There's a whistle on the thing. Looks like they may have any equipment here. Now they're going to send him in off the field. Number 45 coming off. That's Keith Heineman. Not sure what they sent him off. He's taking his helmet off. He may have a cut on his face. I'm not sure. They're looking at something on the sideline. Well, the Redskins are all ready to go. They're split left. They're wing right I formation. In motion goes Stearns to the far side of the field. Snap. There goes Imla. Rolls left. He looks to throw. He throws. And it's caught by Stearns at the 50, 45, 40, 35. Down to the 30-yard line. Nice grab by Stearns. Nice throw. And he's got it deep in the territory of Highland.
35-yard play. Amel to Stearns. Ball marked right on the 30-yard line.
And that's one of the advantages the Redskins have. They have receivers that have great speed, and they get in the secondary, you can be in trouble. Back into the ball game. Now comes 45, Keith Heineman. Redskins are split left. They are tight on the right-hand side. They're in a wishbone formation. Yep, back at Forche. Rabidou is on the right. There's a give to Rabidou. Over left tackle. Breaks it inside. Breaks it outside. He's down in close to the 20-yard line. Nice block over there by Fletcher and Warshaw on the left-hand side of the Saranac Lake line. Going to be pickup of about 8.5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down, and let's call it 2. The ball is sitting on the 22-yard line. And again, we apologize. The clock is not running, so we cannot give you the time. But the Redskins have marched this ball up the field pretty good. They've mixed their passing and running. Van Deen goes wide to the left. Again, they're in a wishbone formation. They are tight on the right-hand side. Amel sets them, gives to the second man. That's Rabidou. Rabidou outside. Rabidou down to the 15. He breaks inside the 15, down close to the 13-yard line. Again, Fletcher and Warshaw on the left-hand side of the line.
And that's 9 yards on that carry, an 8-yard carry, and a 9-yard carry for Rabidou so far in this ball game.
Yeah, the Redskins have a 1st down, the ball right on the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, Saranac Lake. Josh Dean gets out of the huddle first at center. Van Deen splits wide left. Cochran is tight. Plummer and Greenwich are the linemen on the right-hand side. Fletcher and Warshaw on the left. Wishbone formation. Amel sets him there again. Same play over left tackle. Breaks inside. Going to be down inside the 10, close to the 9. Again, Rabidou, and again over that left-hand tackle spot.
Yeah, and he's got Neil Forche leading that play, and Big Neil is doing some blocking out there along with those 2 big linemen for the Redskins.
Going to give him 4 yards on the carry. It's going to make it 2nd down and 6 right on the 10-yard line. Redskins have Van Deen going wide right. Wishbone formation for Saranac. Forche is the up back. Stearns and Rabidou in the backfield. There's a give right up the middle of Forche and right up on a wedge block, and they get it inside the 10, down close to the 7-yard line, maybe the 6. Went behind Greenish and Dan that time, and Plummer picks up about 2. Let's make it 3rd down and 5 for Saranac Lake on the 8-yard line. Clock is running. Van Deen goes wide to the left. Would not be surprised to see option something here, although they're not in the wishbone. Stearns is winged on the left-hand slide, so they've got two men on the left. He comes in motion to the near side. They're going to go right up with Forte. Forte breaks it over inside the 5, down close to the 4. He's close to the first down. Tackled in there by number 34, Doug Canino. They may have the first down, Redskins. First and goal. So the Redskins are now sitting down on the 4-yard line. The ball is almost on the hash mark line at the 3.
The Saranac Lakes had their way in this offensive drive so far. Their speed with Rabideau going on the off tackle and smashes up the middle there with Neil Forte. It's the catch that set it all up with Stearns.
Okay, Van Deen splits wide left. Now the Redskins in a wishbone formation. They're tight on the right-hand side. There's a give over right up the middle. There's whistles on the play. Penalty flags are dropped. Amel got the ball and had the ball, so that looks going to be a penalty against Saranac Lake, I believe. No, offside Saranac Lake. Now that's a big play because instead of having first and goal from the 3, it's now going to be first and goal from the 8. So Rattel comes on the ball for the team for Saranac Lake. Now off goes Stearns. Amel has come on the sideline to get the play. He's back in the huddle. Redskins are inside the 15-yard line. They break out with Josh Dan at center. Van Deen goes wide the left-hand side. Cochran is tight on the right-hand side, and they're in a wishbone formation. Forte is the up back. Amel sets him. Crossbuck over the left-hand side, and a big loss on the play back to the 15. They tried a crossbuck to Rattel, and half the team was there, but led by number 77, Mark Curley, on the tackle. Well, you can see that that play was scouted because everybody was right there on Rattel. So they're going to move the ball back to the 15-yard line where it is second and goal from the 15. Stearns comes back in from Saranac Lake late. Rattel goes out. Cochran is tight on the right-hand side. Van Deen split wide left. Wishbone formation for the Redskins. Forte the up back. Amel gets the line all set, ready to go. And he's going to throw. He looks over the middle. He throws wide open as Van Deen. Touchdown, Redskins! Yes. What a catch by Van Deen. That ball was thrown well before Van Deen broke his cut into the corner, and the Redskins have taken a 6-0 lead. And we can't tell you the time because the time is being kept on the field. And the Saranac Lake fans on the far side waving their banners. The bleachers aren't filled, but they're making a lot of noise. Rattel comes in to do the kicking. Muldoon will do the holding. Big extra point for Saranac Lake. They have taken a 6-0 lead. There's the snap. The ball's down. The kick is up. It's off the left-hand side and does not make it. No good. So we're going to send you back to Saranac Lake, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Said, hey, let's hit this.
Okay, we're ready to go as Rattel has the ball teed up on the 40. He will squib kick that down to the middle, so look at the second 4 people because those are the people that should field the ball. The big men are standing back on the 10-yard line. That's Davidson on the far side, and on the north side is number 45, Heineman. Here comes the kick. It's bounced right down the middle of the field. It hits one man, bounces down to the 20, picked up at the 21, and that's by Davidson. Davidson is dropped on the 19-yard line. And there's 23 for Saranac Lake, Keith Wanamaker.
At the party the other night for the 5th quarter club, when I saw Heath Wanamaker walk up, I never realized, watching him play ball, that he's as small as he is.
He's not very big. He only weighs about 130 pounds, but they say he bench presses about 400 pounds, and when you see him with his shirt off, you can see that he's a good football player.
He's a tough kid.
Highland Huskies break out of their huddle. They're split wide right there, winged on the left-hand side. The backs are in an I formation. Brenny is the quarterback. Jabbar is the fullback. Heineman is in the tailback position. There's a give. No, he's going to throw. Rolls to his right. Looks. Throws. And it's going to be caught at the 30, and he knocks it out of bounds. And trying for the interception and just late was Wanamaker. So that's going to be a first down as that quarterback rolled to his right, had good protection. Now the clock looks like it's back at running. They've got 3:35 left on the clock. Saranac Lake 6, Highland nothing here in the first quarter. live from Deitz Memorial Stadium in Kingston, New York. Winner goes to Syracuse at the Dome. Brenny gets his team split. I formation right up the middle is the big fullback Jabbar. Breaks over right tackle and picks up about 3 on the carry. Gets up to the 35-yard line. Down in the bottom of the pile, coming out of there, is number 20 for Saranac Lake, Seth Shatraw on the tackle. Going to be second down and 8 for the Huskies. Takuma Jabbar, big, tough fullback, running in front of the tailback Heineman. They now have a slot on the left-hand side. They're split on the left-hand side. I formation. They're going to throw right over the middle, and it's going to be caught out there by number 2, Davidson. He's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be about third and about a half a yard. Nice little quick pass out there. 3-step drop. Clock runs 2:38 left here in the first quarter, and we have a timeout on the field, so we're going to take you back to radio station WNBZ, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
That's 2 tosses so far for Bernie. 1 for 11, 1 for 8. Quick over the middle stuff. Along the sideline. He's got an arm. He's only a sophomore. Filled in for the senior quarterback that had phenomenal statistics before he was knocked out of the ballgame.
Okay, the Huskies are ready to go. They have a third down and about 6 inches to go. 2:36 left. They're winged on the right-hand side. He now comes in motion to the near side. Redskins look to blitz. Long count, and they call timeout as they tried to draw the Redskins offside, and now they call timeout again. So there's a kind of a wasted timeout in the sense that they had third down and only about 6 inches to go.
Yeah, it was an easy pickup for them to make, and to take the timeout like that by trying to draw Saranac Lake offsides. You're right, Jeff. It was totally wasted.
Okay, so far what we've seen here is the strength so far really of the Huskies, the big players, but the speed of the Saranac Lake Redskins. And someone said this looked like maybe Saranac Lake Beekmantown game, and it does look that way.
Yeah, I can remember that Beekmantown defense. They were first in the CVAC this year, and they were a tough ball team to contend with. Looking at that size, if it is 260 pounds, 250 pounds on the defense, and somewhere around 235 on the offense, they're a team to be reckoned with. And you know that weight tends to bear you down a little bit as the game goes on.
Okay, now they're ready to go. They have third and about 6 inches. They're split wide on the left-hand side. The backs are in an I formation and tight on the right-hand side. Brenny is all set. Jabbar, there's Jabbar right up the middle, and he's got the first down as he crosses the 45 up to the 46, 47-yard line. Went behind O'Brien and D'Angelo. So that's going to be a first down for the Huskies of Highland. The Redskins are leading 6-0. So we can't tell you how much time is left as the clock is out. So we're still in the first quarter. Wide to the right goes number 84. That's Eugene Williams. They have a wing on the right-hand side. That's Lewinson. The backs are in an I. And he's going to throw the ball. He looks. Brenny looks. He throws. It's overthrown and almost intercepted down around the 38-yard line. Well, they're sending out, it looks like 2 receivers, maybe 3, and they're trying to flood one side of the field. So that stops the clock. It makes it second down and 10. Highland right on their own 48-yard line. They break out of the huddle. They go out, split wide on the left-hand side. Over to the other side goes Lewinson. He's winged wide right. Takuma Jabbar, number 44, is the fullback, and he's deep for a fullback. He's going to back, draw play up the middle, and he's not going to make much. He breaks the tackle, and he's hit by Shatraw, and Shatraw holds on until the rest of the Redskins get there. Van Deen gets there. Wanamaker gets there. No, not Wanamaker. Number 10, Rattel gets there for the tackle. But Shatraw had him by the tails of his shirt and wouldn't let him go. So it's going to be third down and 11. Put the ball right on the 48-yard line. Big third down play. Highland comes out. They're split left. They have a slot in the left. They're in an I formation. Rennie sets his team. He's going to throw. Looks downfield, loops it up, down the field, and he's got to be wide open. He's got it. He's going to score a touchdown. Number 2 on the touchdown.
Davidson.
Alton Davidson got behind Rattel and went all the way in for the touchdown. And just like that, just before the end of the first quarter, it is 6-6. Well, Rattel got watching the quarterback, and he just lofted the ball the same way that the Redskins did their touchdown pass. And Alton Davidson just ran a streak pattern down the sideline, and the ball was right there waiting for him. So it is 6-6 as they go for the extra point. The kicker is going to be number 16, Kevin Klotz. As they try to break the tie here. They get the line set. There's the ball. It's snapped. The kick is down. The ball is up, and it is good. And Highland has taken a 7-6 lead here in the first quarter. Well, we're going to take this time to send you back to radio station WMBZ, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. Extra backs and moving them closer to the line, that forces your corners or your defensive halfbacks to play man-on-man in the secondary. And that was not a fancy pattern. Davidson just made a little fake to the inside, went right down the sideline, and a very nice pass that time by Brenny as he put it up and put it right on the fingertips. Caught it at the 20 and then ran it down the last 20 yards. Here's the kick, going to go all the way back, and it's going to be Stearns at the 10. Stearns to the 15. Stearns goes across the 5. He's at the 20, out to the 22-yard line. Tackled on the play by, guess who, number 2, Alton Davidson. Well, Alton Davidson has made himself known right off the bat here.
I look at the composure of Brenny so far, too. I mean, that pass to Davidson going 52 yards, and Brenny now is 3 for 4 for a total of 71 yards of passing.
Okay, the Redskins are going. The Redskins have not put much of a rush on him yet, but he's only taking a 3-step drop, and then he's just lofting the ball up and letting his receivers run to the ball.
A lot like what you'll see with Jared Amel and Rabbit Rabidou.
Van Deen split wide right. They're tight on the left-hand side. They're in the wishbone formation. There's a give to the second man. That's Rabidou. Rabidou breaks up to the 25, across the 25, up to the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. Good run. He's going to pick up about 5 on the carry. It's going to make it 2nd down and 5. And again, the clock is all out of whack here. We got a 25 up in the clock, a couple of E's, and 3 looks like a poker hand. Okay, the Redskins, 2nd down and 5. We will say this, we are still in the first quarter. It is 7-6 Highland. The Redskins have both ends. Nope, now Van Deen is split wide to the left-hand side. Wishbone formation. That's Forte, the up back. Stearns is in the backfield. They jump offside, and a lineman moved. The defense jumped first, and then Warshaw moved. But I believe 2 defensemen came offside. And it is offside against the Highland Huskies, and that's going to make it now 2nd down and about 1. 2nd down and 1, the ball on the 34-yard line. Josh Dan comes out. Fletcher and Granish are on each side. Warshaw and Plummeter are the tackles. Van Deen, Cochran are the ends.
They call a timeout on the field.
That, I believe, is the end of the first quarter with the score. Highland 7, Saranac Lake 6, and we're going to take you back to radio station WNBZ, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. They're probably freezing. We're in here nice and warm. Been a tight game. It looks right now that this is going to be a tight game all the way. These 2 teams seem to be matched up perfectly, and right now you can flip a coin to see who's going to win this game.
Offensively and defensively. Brenny, the sophomore quarterback for Highland, is doing the job for them. Saranac Lake, I like to see him with the ball again to see what they can do with it. See if Highland's defense can stiffen up a little bit and stop Saranac Lake Redskins. I don't know. They didn't look like they could do it the first time. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. Not like their 3.8 average that Highland has had so far in the course of the season. Okay, the Redskins are all ready to go here. Van Deen comes wide to left. It's in a wishbone formation. Forte is the up back. They've got Stearns and Rabidou on either side. Jared Amel, the quarterback. He gives to the second man. That's Rabidou trying to grind around the corner. Breaks one, and he's not going to break the tackle. Tiptoes down and is knocked out of bounds. But he gets up to the 36-yard line, and that's going to be a 1st down.
And Rabideau showing you how quick he is. He starts to cut in, cuts back outside. We have 11 minutes and 54 seconds left here in the second quarter. Highland 7, Saranac Lake 6. And if you're listening back in Saranac Lake, the next time we go to commercial, I'm going to pick up the phone and see how we're coming through. Okay, Redskins are ready. Now they are winged left, split right, I formation. Stearns in motion to the far side of the field. Amell rolls right. He looks to throw. He looks. He now throws. The man's covered. He runs way back. He's back at his own 20. Finally gets it away, and it's caught by Stearns for a gain of about 6 to 7 yards. He's up to the 43-yard line.
That's why they call him the trigger. I mean, he went back. He must have gone back 15 yards to get rid of the ball, and then threw the ball for an 8-yard completion to Stearns.
Well, he was looking to throw deep, and Stearns did a smart thing. Stearns came back to meet him. So it's going to be second down and 3. The ball on the 44-yard line. Van Deen comes wide left again. Redskins in an I formation. They've got a slot on the left-hand side, and that's Stearns in the slot. He goes in motion to the far side of the field. Amell gives to the second man. That's Rabideau around the right corner. Rabideau to the 50, 45, 40, and he's knocked out of bounds down around the 38-yard line. Boy, and Rabideau got to that corner in a hurry again.
Looks to be about an 18-yard rush.
First down for the Redskins. The ball on the 38-yard line of Highland. And Rabideau is really showing his speed. Van Deen goes wide to the right-hand side. The Redskins have a slot on the right-hand side. That's Stearns. I formation. Forte is the up back. Rabideau is the tailback. There's a give to Rabideau, and he breaks inside and drill. Oh, may have got a yard, but was he crushed by number 55 on the tackle, Craig Romanowski.
Yeah, it looked like he attempted to go under him, and as he went under him, Romanowski was coming down on top of him, and he didn't have a prayer on that play. But he did pick up a yard.
Romanowski goes 6'3", 240. Redskins picked up 2, so let's call it second down and 8. 10 minutes and 36 seconds left here in the second quarter. Highland leading 7-6. Amell has his team set. Both ends are tight, and there's a man offside. So that's going to be a penalty against Highland as they're trying to get the cadence count. So they're going to move that ball, and it's going to move it down inside the 35, down to the 30, let's call it the 31-yard line, where it's going to make it second and about 4. Redskins back into the huddle again. Van Deen now goes wide to the right-hand side. Cochran is tight on the left-hand side. Dan is the center. Fletcher and Granish are the tackles. Warshall and Plummeter are the tackles, Amell is all set. There's a give to Rabideau. Breaks around the corner. He's got the corner. He's down to the 15, 20. Out of bounds down on the 18-yard line. Boy, and Rabideau's speed, and the Huskies just can't control the speed once Rabideau gets to that corner. Another first down for Saranac Lake. They're going to put it right on the 19-yard line. 10 minutes and 3 seconds left here in the second quarter. 7-6 in favor of Highland.
Yeah, Highland's got to do something about Rabideau hitting that corner if they're going to do anything at all. But he's there so fast. The end's playing inside. The linebacker's playing out. The end goes down, blocks him, and it's all over.
Okay, Van Deen split wide right. Stearns slot on the right. And there's a counter back the other way to Stearns, and he's drilled, and he's hit and dropped. Loss. Boy, and the Redskins are lucky that Romanowski was there along with number 86. Number 44 on the tackle, Takuma Jabbar from his end position. Every time the Redskins have tried to come back, it seems that Highland is waiting for the return.
Yeah.
So
when they tried that counter, and Romanowski had his hand right inside that ball and was trying to rip it out on Stearns on that play.
So the Redskins have a, looks like somebody's hurt on the play coming off for the Highland Huskies. Looks like, I can't get his number. I was going to say 79, but
78, it looks like to me.
89.
Number 89, Dave Garfolo. And tough player for them. He plays a defensive end position. The Redskins are ready to go. I formation. Amell has them set. In motion is Stearns to the far side of the field. He's going to throw. Rolls back. Looks. Rush. Here comes a screen. Throws it to Stearns. No, it's out of bounds. He tried to hit number 11 on the fly down into the corner. Rabideau, it's incomplete. That's a strange looking play because it looked like the Redskins were trying to set up a screen, but then they tried to hit Rabideau, came out of the backfield, and looped around and went down into the right corner. So now it's 3rd and 15. The ball on the, well, they move it back to the 24-yard line. 3rd down and 15 for Saranac Lake. We have 9 minutes and 26 seconds left here in the second quarter. Van Deen goes wide left. Stearns is in the slot left. Forte is winged out right. One back left. Rabideau behind the quarterback. Back to throw. He looks. Here's a screen right up the middle. Rabideau trying to break one right up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He breaks another one. He got the 5, 10. He's touchdown.
What a run. What a run. 23 yards.
And the Redskins have taken the lead 12-7. Boy, the Redskins set that up beautifully. A hard rush all day so far from the Huskies. And the Redskins let them come through, and they all came through, including the blitzing linebackers. Rabideau broke 2 tackles, one near the 10 and the other one right near the goal line. And the Redskins will probably go for 2. Rattell comes into the lineup for Saranac Lake in the backfield. So they're in a wishbone formation. Forte, the up back. Rattell and Rabideau in the backfield. Amel at quarterback. He rolls right. He's going to throw. He's looking for Stearns. He throws. Incomplete and out of bounds. Well, the Redskins lead 12-7 with 9:17 left, and we're going to take you back to radio station WNBZ and be back in 60 seconds. How are we doing there? We coming through okay?
It's a nice warm fishbowl on a day like today.
Okay, we're talking. I was just talking to the radio station back there, and he sounds like we're in a fishbowl, and indeed we are. We are in a fishbowl. We are enclosed. We're in a room probably about the size of a shell. Kickoff is bounced down the middle field. It's hit by one man back on the 20, knocks it down, and he falls at it on the 19-yard line. Number 2 is Alton Davidson. So the Huskies will take it over 1st and 10 on their own 19-yard line. 9 minutes and 14 seconds to go here, and the Redskins are leading 12-7. Well, those extra points can come back to haunt you, but the Redskins have done very well so far this afternoon by running the ball and throwing the ball. Brenny brings them out. They have got O'Brien and Timpero at the guards, D'Angelo at a guard, Curley and Romanowski at the tackles. Jabbar is the fullback, Heineman is the tailback, and there's the big fullback up the middle, breaks 1, breaks 2, all the way up close to the 30-yard line, maybe the 29. Finally dragged down by number 20, Shatraw. Going to be a gain of 9 on the play, 2nd and 1. Takuma Jabbar, big fullback. Not extremely fast, but very, very strong. Keith Heineman, the tailback, is the speedster on the team. Mike Brenny has them all set. Wing on the right-hand side. They're split on the right side. Again, gives to the second. Heineman breaks over left tackle, breaks 1. And he's got the first down as he gets up to the 32-yard line. Brown comes in to finish off the tackle, but on the bottom of the pile, getting up is going to be number 13, Glenn Stearns. So it's a first down for the Huskies right on their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, Jeff, and on that play, too, Stearns took a ride with Heineman. Heineman just leveled him, and Stearns hung on until he dragged him down. That was a tough play.
1st and 10. They are wing right, split right. They got a wing on the right. There's a give right up the middle to the fullback. Breaks 1 tackle and finally drags a man across the 40, maybe up to the 41-yard line. And he was dragging Dustin Plumidor from one side, and on the other side was Shatraw. Going to be 2nd down and 2. Now that they're giving it to the big man, Takuma Jabbar, and they're just trying to blow that man right up the middle of that line. 7:27 to go here in the second quarter. Saranac Lake 12. Highland 7. If I haven't told you, the lights have been on since the beginning of the game. Still dusk here. Highland all ready to go. They are now just across the 40-yard line. They got a wing on the right-hand side. They got a split end on the left. Wingman goes in motion, stops. There's a bootleg to the left-hand side. He's got room, and right there's Rattel. Breaks by Rattel and goes out of bounds close to the Saranac Lake 49-yard line. Rattel and Shatraw went to the sideline. Nice bootleg. And Rattel kind of waited for him rather than go up and meet him, and he beat him a little bit to the corner. So they've got another first down. The ball right on the Saranac Lake 49-yard line. Temperatures dropping down, probably about in the 30s right now, low 30s. I formation. They've got a split end on the left-hand side. They're winged on the right-hand side. Right up the middle comes the big fullback. Gets about 2 yards on the carry. Shatraw on the tackle along with Plumidor. Going to make it second down and 8. 6:41 left here.
Jeff, I got Heineman with 23 yards, 6 carries, and Takuma Jabbar, 6 carries, 35 yards. And then Brenny on the 10-yard bootleg that he just ran.
Okay, number 85, Josh Friedman goes wide to the left-hand side. Lewinson is the wing on the right-hand side. I formation. Brenny gets set. Man goes in motion to the far side. Pitched outside to Heineman. Heineman trying to get to the corner, and he's knocked out of bounds. He may have got a yard. May have gotten down to the 48-yard line. They're going to give him down to the... Well, they're not even going to move the stick. They're going to say it's going to be third down and 7. The ball right on the 47-yard line. Clock continues to run. 6 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the second quarter. Saranac Lake 12, Highland 7. And Saranac Lake has called timeout. We're going to take you back to radio station WNBZ, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. Both sides of the field. Nice set of lights. And interesting, I didn't know, and they do, I guess I was going to say if they have lights on this side of the field. They have 2 sets of lights on the far side, and I think maybe one on this side, but I can't tell. Okay, a big third down coming up for Highland. Ball right on the 47-yard line. They have a third down and 7. I formation. They are split right, and they've got a slot on the right-hand side also. Brenny's ready. He's going to throw. He's being rushed. He's hit and dropped, and he gets away. And he goes around the left-hand corner. He's at the 50. He's at the 45. And he gets out of bounds on the 47. And Keith Brown had both arms wrapped around him back on the 48-yard line of Saranac Lake. Holding against Highland. So this one's going to come back. It would make it fourth down and about 5. But I think John Raymond's going to say, send them back. Because that should be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of a foul. And that foul was somewhere around the 47-yard line. Yeah, right at the 47. No, they're going to put it right there. I think it should be back further than that, but I don't think that's right, because I think that should be from the mark of the foul, or at least it was in this morning's game. Well, it's going to make it third down and 15. And this morning's game, they gave them a 15-yard penalty from the spot of a foul on a hold. So big play, third and 15. The ball back on the 46-yard line for Highland. Clock run, 6:03 left here in the second quarter. Redskins lead 12-7. They're winged on the left-hand side. They're split right, I formation. Brenny drops straight back to throw. He's rolling to his right. He looks. He throws. It's wobbly. It's up in the air, and it's out of play, and no flag. They're upset, but that was a... 2 players collided, and Saranac Lake player kind of tripped, and that was not on purpose, but that's what they're heated about. But I don't think he could have caught that ball. That ball was way out of bounds.
Yeah, and Warsaw, their legs just got tangled up, and that's all that happened on that play. The receiver did go down, and the Wanamaker went down too. So, I think the ref did a good job on that.
And I don't think either player could have caught that ball anyway, because that ball was well out of bounds. So that brings a 4th and 15 and should bring in a punt formation for Highland with 5:55 left here in the second quarter. Back to punt is going to be number 7, Matt Brennan. So Brenny is back, and he called timeout. They want a timeout here. And so what we're going to do is send you back to radio station WNBZ, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. Now, the scrimmage rather than from the spot of the foul, because there's no doubt that you could see where it was. And I think what happened is that Keith Brown had him wrapped up, and I think a lineman kind of dragged Keith Brown off him so he could get away. Well, we're back into punt formation for Saranac Lake. They'll be sending our Stearns back around his own 15 and Rattel. So a return, Stearns and Rattel are back for Saranac Lake, and Brenny will be doing the punting. There's a snap. Here comes a kick. Gets it off a line drive, and it's going to go out of bounds somewhere around the 18, 19, nope, 21-yard line. So the Redskins will take over on their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10. We have 5 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. Saranac Lake, 12. Highland, 7. And we'll check with you to see what time this game, if it will be broadcast tonight. I don't know. Depends on what time we get done. It usually has to go back. It'll be 4 hours to get back, and then it has to be edit the tape. So I'm not sure if it'll be on tonight, but we'll find out for you so you know ahead of time. Redskins are all ready to go. There's split on the right-hand side, wishbone formation. Forche is the up back. Rabideau in the backfield. And there's a give to Rabideau, trying to get over right tackle, and not much there. No gain on the play. Going to make it 2nd down and 10.
Actually, it looks like the way they're marking that, he lost a yard on it. It didn't look like it from here, but now he's moving the marker back a little bit.
Yeah, it does look like they lost. Yeah, they're going to move back. Let's call it 2nd down and 10. The ball right on the 20-yard line. We have 5 minutes and 26 seconds left here in the second quarter. Redskins are leading 12-7. Dan comes out at center. Granish and Fletcher are at the guards. Warshall and Plummet are at the tackles. The Redskins are split left, slot left. The backs are in a split formation. Forche back there. There's a give. Second man is number 11. Breaks inside, breaks back the other way. Picks up about 4 on the carry, and that's Rabideau as he gets out to the 25-yard line. Hit by Romanowski on the tackle. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 for Saranac Lake. They need to get to the 31-yard line for the first down, and the ball is sitting just across the 25.
Like I said in the pregame show, Rabideau, Mr. Consistency throughout the season. Right now he's got 10 carries for 69 yards. It's about a 7-yard per carry average.
Okay, Van Dien goes wide to the right. I formation. Stearns is winged in the slot, or he's actually in the slot on the right-hand side, so we got a wing and a slot. And there comes a counter to Stearns. Breaks it inside, breaks outside, but he's hit and drilled. And boy, there's a late hit on the play. And Stearns was yelling at it. On the tackle was number 2, Alton Davidson again. So Stearns gets maybe a yard. It's going to be 4th down and 5 for Saranac Lake. That means they're going to send in their punting unit with 4:07 to go here in the quarter. So Jared Amell will be going back to punt for Saranac Lake. And going back to receive the punt is number 45, Keith Heineman. So whistle on the play.
Yeah, 4-minute warning, it looks like.
4-minute warning. Yep, we have, clock says 3:58, so there's the 4-minute warning. Saranac Lake 12, Highland 7. Back to punt is Amell. There's the snap. He's got it. Here comes a kick. Long, high spiral kick. Stearns is down. There's a fair catch. Lets the ball go. Bounces for Saranac Lake inside the 40, 35, down to the 34-yard line. Well, Heineman called for a fair catch, and he thought better of it because Stearns was right in front of him. Flag on the play.
We're there about the 42-yard line.
And that's interesting where that is because that's close to where he called for the fair catch. Might be a block from behind. It is a clip against Highland. So they're going to move the ball back. This has got to be from where the ball is. So they pick it up and they march it back. It's all the way going to be down inside the 20-yard line on the 19-yard line. A 15-yard penalty against Highland.
Right now, unlike last week, it's Highland Huskies with 40 yards of penalties, 2 offsides, a holding and a clip. The Saranac Lake Redskins with just the 1 offsides at the beginning of the game.
So it's 1st and 10, 3:39 left here in the second quarter. Redskins are leading 12-7. Highland has the ball on their own 19-yard line. They are going from our left to our right. They are winged on the run, split on the right-hand side. They have a slot on the right-hand side. The backs are in a I formation. Jabbar is the up back. Heineman is back. There gives to Heineman right up the middle. Breaks outside. Heineman's trying to get to the corner. Breaks one, breaks two. And Heineman up to the 28-yard line. Nice
9-yard
run.
carry by Heineman.
Oh, Heineman started to come right and then took it back to the left-hand side. And his jersey looks to be starting to be torn off, I think. He's close to a first down. They're looking to see if they want to measure, and they are going to measure.
This Heineman tends to show me a little bit of speed and a lot of power. He's got both of them put together.
Good combination,
Yeah.
Carl. You're right. First down. So he picks up 10 on the carry. 3:05 left here in the quarter. The Huskies are split left. They're winged on the right-hand side, the I formation. Jabbar, the big fullback, about 4 yards behind the quarterback. Brenny in motion to the far side. There's pitched outside to Heineman, trying to get around the corner. Here come the Redskins, and he breaks one tackle, breaks another, tries to go back to the other side, and picks up 6 yards. Boy, that's quite grinning. Redskins had 4 players on the corner, and he still picked up 5 yards.
Yeah, he took that ball, cut it back in towards the middle, and when he did that, he left those ball players outside, and other players had to come up and make the tackles.
Clock runs, 2:31 left here. Highland up on the ball. They have a second down and 4 on their own 36-yard line. Split right, slot right, I formation. Right up the middle, the big fullback. He's got the first down. Breaks outside, and he's hit and drilled out of bounds. Number 13, Stearns on the tackle as he crosses the 40-yard line. So that stops the clock with 2:11 left. Ball up on the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Redskins break out of their defense. They're in a 5-2 monster. Wanamaker goes out and covers the split end on the far side. They have a wing on the left, and the backs are in an I formation. They're back to throw. They're going to throw right down the middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete. And they tried to hit the end on a fly pattern down there. Well, one thing we know about...
That was Eugene Williams that he was trying to hit.
And Brenny can air that ball out. He threw that ball probably about 50 yards in the air. 1:46 to go here. Second down and 10. The ball on their own 41-yard line. Huskies huddle up back on the 30. They break out of the huddle. Williams goes wide to the left-hand side. The backs are in an I formation. Heineman deep in the I. Jabbar is the fullback. Going to throw again. He looks right over the middle, and it's going to be caught on he drops the ball. Number 88 on a slant-in pattern. That was Mike Ellison. He dropped the ball.
They're going to give him the ball.
Oh, no, they're going to give it to him. He dropped that, no doubt about it, as it bounced on the ground right in front of us. Here comes another official over from the far sideline.
Well, I hope they correct this.
And I think you're going to have to. The far official, I think, came over and said it hit the ground. And now there's a timeout official against them. Let's see, they're going to move it. It's an incomplete pass. Good call by the official on the far side of the field. That was an incomplete pass, and one official came in and overruled the other one, saying it hit the ground.
Yeah, the Highland was trying to get back up to the line of scrimmage real quick so they could get the playoff and proceed from there. If they got the playoff, then there would have been no debate. The play would have counted. Good call by the officials.
It was an excellent call because the officials on this side could not see the ball bounce, but the official had a good, clear shot on the far side. And now the coach is out on the field arguing again. He argued the first call on that pass interference call, or what he thought was one. Okay, it is 3rd down and 10. So you can look for a pass here. Brenny has them all set. He's got a wing on the right side, a slot on the right side. The backs are in an I formation. He's pitched outside to Heineman. He's going to try to run around the left corner. He's got room. He's going to get the first down. He goes by shot draw. Cuts the other way. Back up the middle. Now he cuts back. He may go down to 30, 25. He may score. He's going to score a touchdown. All the way. What a run. And the Redskins got caught flat-footed.
59 yards, Heineman.
59 yards with 1:25 to go. The Redskins thought pass, and Heineman ran around the left side, and everybody went down the field covering men and didn't see him go. And just like that, it is 13-12 in favor of Highland. Well, that's what you call, as I would call, probably poor defense, because the defensive backs should have read that and somebody should have been yelling run somewhere. So it is 13-12 in favor of Highland with 1:25 to go. And it looks like the officials are going to call a timeout here, or Highland calls timeout. So we're going to take this time to send you back to radio station WNBC, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, Carl, that was not very pretty if you're a Redskin fan, because that's something that should never happen with that little time. And I'm not quite sure. It'd be interesting to see that on the tape, because I'm not sure where the Saranac Lake end was, or I know where the halfback was. The halfback went with the offensive end down across the field.
Not pretty, but Saranac Lake has played some ugly football this year and come around with a victory. And yes, last week was, not the pretty game, but early, another half to go, and you still got 1:25 seconds. And knowing that Emil can throw that ball up there, not that he will right now, game's close at the end. Saranac Lake's going to take this game.
Okay, now they're getting ready, and what I think they're doing now, and I'm not sure, I looked at Heineman's jersey, and I told you before that I thought it was torn, and it is, and they're making them tape it, because sometimes you go to grab a jersey that's torn, and you don't get anything except air. Well, they're going to go for 2 points. It is 13-12, so they're going to go for 2. They are split left. They have a wing on the left-hand side. They're in an I formation. The fullback is Jabbar. Now they have another man in motion to the left-hand side. Jabbar over right tackle, and he's going to be in for the 2 points. And it is 15-12 in favor of Highland. Well, Highland's going to go into the dressing room on a very high note, and the Redskins are going to go into the dressing room on a very low note, because they played extremely well, but 2 big plays really knocked them down. We still have 1:25 to go here in the second quarter, and the score is 15-12 in favor of Highland. We said this is going to be a high-scoring game, similar to the game that the Redskins played last week.
Question is, who's going to step up for Saranac Lake now? As the season's gone along, someone has always proven to make the move when it counted. 1:25 left. I know Johnny Raymond's not going to do anything foolish here. He'll play conservative ball, take it in there. That was a nice 2-point conversion there by Highland. That changes the complexity of the game a lot.
Well, it gives them a 3-point lead when it does, and that's a lot different than 2. 2 points doesn't make a difference, but 3 points makes a lot of difference, especially if you score a touchdown again, because it gives you a 9-point advantage rather than that 8-point advantage. Well, the Redskins have Rattel and Stearns. They're standing back on their 10-yard line. Here comes the kick. Bounce down the middle of the field. It's going to be picked right there, and he's down. Wanamaker on a knee at the 33-yard line, where the Redskins will take over 1st and 10. Well, I think the Redskins are going to come out here. I don't think they're going to. They got 1:32 here, 1:22. They need to do something here, because they can't afford to give the ball up again. So Emil gets them back into the huddle. Josh Stan comes out at center. 1:12 to go. Redskins are split right, slot right. They have a split wing on the left-hand side. Emil, wishbone, he's going to throw. He looks, he throws. Oh, almost intercepted again, and that was a replay of last week's touchdown. As number 44, Jabbar cut in front, and if he would have caught it, it was 6 points. So you can bet your life that
we got a penalty out there on the field, too, to go along with it, so there might be a holding call here also. Holding.
Well, they're going to move that one back 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it moves it back to the 22-yard line, where the Redskins will have a 2nd and 20.
Interesting call. Saranac Lake says, let's get that ball back. Let's
well, I think now that the Redskins may say, let's run the ball and get out of here with just a trailing by 3. Emil all set to go. 1 man back. Forche's the fullback. There's to give the Forche right up the middle they go, and he's hit and dragged. Gets up to the 25-yard line, picks up 2, so it's going to be 3rd and about 15 for the Redskins. 47 seconds left here. I believe the Highland has used all their timeouts. That's why they're not stopping the clock. Redskins break out of their huddle. Van Deen splits wide to the right. Stearns just walks over to the right-hand side. The backs are split. They've got like a little slot for the left-hand side. Amell takes the snap, gives it. Oh, almost fumbles the ball on the throw. 19 seconds to go. It is 4th down for Saranac Lake. The ball right on the 26-yard line. Forche had the ball. 9 seconds to go, and so the clock is going to run out. So our halftime score is Highland 15, Saranac Lake 12, and we're going to take you back to radio station WNBZ, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. Their uniforms, but they all have football jerseys on. And you can probably hear the music in the background. And Carl is looking at his stats, and I think he's just about ready to give you some stats. Carl? Right now it's 4 o'clock. We expect this game to be over somewhere around 5. We expect to be out of here somewhere between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. So my guess is that this game will be on tomorrow, not today. And what time, I don't know, but we'll try to get that for you. Takes about now. We're going to send you back to radio station WNBZ and hear from 2 of our fine sponsors. Hard line to the end zone. Redskins, some of the Redskins players have their warm-up jackets on, and but the Highland Huskies not having any jackets, and maybe an idea that they're not used to playing in cold weather such as we are up in Saranac Lake.
Yeah, you know, the difference right now is I think Saranac Lake has been playing indoors a little bit too. The outdoor weather down here is a little bit different. It's a damper. It's almost biting chill. It goes right through you. Up at Saranac Lake, it's more of a dry cold. And although they have the snow on the ground up there, the kids have been playing and they've been working out pretty good over the course of the last 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, the one thing that we noticed, we've had snow up there, it seems like forever. On the way down, we got down below Albany, and we kept saying, the grass kept getting greener and greener, and everybody kept saying, there's leaves on the trees, and like a different world.
I know, you look over there by those school buses and you see that green grass and you're just not accustomed to seeing it this time of the year.
Starting off with the Redskins trailing here 15-12. It's been a seesaw game both ways. The captains are meeting in the middle of the field now just to go over the preliminaries where the officials can talk to all the captains. We can see Sean Fay out there with his dislocated shoulder. The Redskins are going to receive, and they're going to be to our left-hand side. So we're going to be just about ready as the captains now go back to the side of the field. The Redskins are all set. They break out of their huddle. They're going to be down to our left-hand side. Stearns is going to be back around his own 10-yard line along with Rattel.
The 2 kickoffs that Highland has had, one was long and one was short, so it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do here. I would anticipate that they would probably kick it long here to start the second half.
Yeah, the Redskins up in the front line. Jesse Fitzgerald, along with 75, Matt Rowe. 65 is Matt Farrell. On the far side is 62. That's Brian Lane. And number 61, that's Ben Gagne. They are the front 5 for the Redskins. Bringing the ball out with a T is number 16. That's Kevin Klotz.
Yeah, Klotz, last time he kicked it, it was almost like he directed it over to Stearns to keep it away from Rattel, and I want to see if he's going to do it here again.
Right in the middle of the field, standing down on the 20 for the Redskins, is number 23, Wanamaker. No, Forche, number 33. Forche's down around the 20. They spread out across the field. They're just about ready as Klotz limbers up the leg. Stearns is on the near side. Rattel on the far side. And he kicks it down the middle. It's going to be Rattel's going to pick it up. Misses the ball. Goes back to the 10. Bobbles it. Picks it up at the 10. Breaks it up the middle. He's hit. Breaks a tackle. He's at the 20. And he drilled back on the 18-yard line. Well, the Redskins were very fortunate that they didn't get that ball back on the 10-yard line as Rattel let the ball bounce and it went back toward the 10 and he couldn't pick the ball up. So it's 1st and 10 and they're going to put the ball on the 17-yard line. So the Redskins will take over 1st and 10. Amo will be at quarterback. Forche and Rabideau are the backs. Stearns is the wingback. Cochran the tight end. Van Deen the split end. Forshaw and Plummetor are the tackles. Fletcher and Granish are the guards. Dan is the center. Van Deen is split wide left. Stearns is wide right. I formation for the Redskins. Now they have a slot on the right side, and that's Shatraw in motion. There's a give to Rabideau as he tries to get around the left-hand side, and he gets maybe 2 on the play. Big scramble, like maybe a loose ball. Big pileup over there. But it looks like the Redskins are going to pick up 3 on the carry, maybe 4. Going to move the ball up to the 22-yard line. So let's call it 4 on the carry, 2nd down and 6. We have 10 minutes, 55 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. The score, Highland 15, Saranac Lake 12. The Redskins break out again. Van Deen again splits to the left. Forte is the fullback. Stearns and the Redskins are all out of sync. And they were out of sync right from the beginning of the play. No flags. The ball was snapped to the quarterback, and he just took off. And that was a snap from Dan to Amel, and everybody else didn't know what was going on, and he took off and picked up about 5 on the carry. It's going to make it 3rd and 1. Gets the ball all the way up to the 27-yard line. Dan back out at center again. Van Deen split wide to the left. The backs are split. Man in motion is Stearns to the near side. Trying to go over left tackle, and he's going to be short, I believe. Going to be awfully close. They're going to have to measure this one. Looks like from here he's out to the 27.
He's got it. 1st and 10.
1st down. Good initial blocks by Plummetor and Granish at the line, and then it was closed in by the linebackers Romanowski and Heineman. Clock continues to run. 9:37 left here in the 3rd quarter. Redskins have taken the kickoff. They're back to their 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Stearns is winged wide right. Van Deen is split wide left. The backs are in an I formation. Here's a give to Forte right up the middle. Forte breaks it up and all the way up to the 34-yard line. And boy, Forte almost broke it further than that. He's going to be short of the 1st down. He picks up about 7 on the carry. 2nd down and 3.
Saranac Lake's got to set the tone right here. They're going to get them down the field. They've got to march it down the field, and they've got to put some points up there on the board.
Redskins go. They are tight on the left-hand side. Van Deen is split right. They're in a wishbone formation. Forte is the up back. And there's a give to the 2nd man. That's Rabideau. Breaks it outside. Rabideau's up to the 40, 45, 50. And he's dragged down on the 45-yard line from behind. Jason Rabideau all the way to the 45-yard line of Saranac Lake.
21 yards on the carry for Rabideau.
And it's 1st and 10 Saranac Lake. Well, the Redskins have been beating it up the middle, and then they gave it to Rabideau outside.
Well, there was the play that they started off with at the 1st half, and they all of a sudden now they come back with it, and it's there again.
8:30 to go. 3rd quarter, 15-12 Highland. The Redskins on the move. They're on the 44-yard line. Stearns is winged right. They're split left. Stearns is in motion to the far side of the field. Now he Z's back outside. Right up the middle again to Forte. And Forte gets up to the 40-yard line. Going to be a pickup of about 4 yards. Right behind the blocks of Dan and Granish and Plummetor on the right-hand side. So it's going to make it 2nd down and 6. They put the ball right on the 40. Amel has them all set in the huddle back at midfield. Josh Dan leads them out at center. Van Deen now splits to the right-hand side. And the Redskins are back in the wishbone formation. Forche's the up back. Amel gets the line all set, ready to go. Pitched outside. There's Rattel. Rattel trying to get outside. Breaks 1 tackle, and he gets up to down to the 38-yard line. Picks up 2. So it's going to make it 3rd and about 4 for Saranac Lake. Well, Rattrell tried to get outside, and good pursuit that time by the linebackers Heineman
Yeah, there was a good block by the end, a good block by Stearns, and it looked like it was going to go, and all of a sudden they came up.
Big third down. 3rd and 4. The ball right on the 38-yard line of Highland. Emil has Stearns split right. The backs are in a split formation. He's going to throw. He's being rushed. He looks. Throws wide open. Enright can't hold it. Incomplete pass. He was wide open. He just couldn't get him the football. Rabideau was over in the left flat on the 30-yard line, wide open. Well, first big call for John Raymond. Do you go for it on 4th down, or do you punt the ball and put him deep in their territory?
If they can get a man open like they just did with Rabideau, I'll tell you what, I might throw the ball again. You got the ball down on the 38-yard line. Timeout.
Timeout, Saranac Lake. So we're going to send you back to radio station WNBZ, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. And John's going to go for it here. And just simply because he thinks his defense is playing pretty well. They're only going to have the ball on the 38-yard line.
Yeah, with the squib kick, the ball doesn't go that much further. If you were taking it off to start a possession of the kickoff, be a good call. Be an interesting call. See what he's going to do on this play. Stearns going off the field.
So we're going to go right there. Raymond has been into the huddle. He's told him what he wants to do. One of the things I think the Redskins line need to hold their blocks a little bit longer before they release them. They're releasing them a little bit too soon. Well, here they go. Wanamaker's in. Wanamaker split on the right-hand side. Bandina on the left-hand side. The backs are split. Emil is right under the center. There's a snap. They're going to be option. Pitched outside to Rabideau. Rabideau's at the 40. Trying to get to the first down, and I don't think he got it. He's short. A great tackle by somebody from the secondary. Number 2 again, I believe. Alton Davidson stopped him short of the first down. So it is first down in favor of Highland. So Highland holds. And I think that play was made right off the bat. As Emil went down the line, somebody cut him off. So he had to pitch the ball. So Highland has the ball right on their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10. 6:31 left here in the 3rd quarter. They split left. Backs are in an I formation. Both ends are tight. There's a give to the first back. He almost fumbles it, breaks the tackle. Up the middle he goes. Heineman. Heineman's at the 40. He's down to the 35-yard line of Saranac Lake. And again, a missed tackle by Saranac Lake trying to tackle high because somebody had him in the backfield. So a big play, and I'll tell you what, the Redskins better get it tight here. There is a lot of time to go, but they've got to make those tackles. Heineman is just running away with them. They are split wide left. They're winged on the right-hand side. They're in an I formation. Jabbar is the big fullback. There's Jabbar right up the middle as he hit. Number 63 met him right at the line of scrimmage, along with number 23. It looked like Wanamaker was number 63. Is gonna,
Jeremy Fletcher, yes.
Yeah, Jeremy Fletcher. He was right there right after the handoff. A loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11. 5:50 left here in the 3rd quarter. 15-12 in favor of Highland. Well, Highland made the big stop when they have to. Now the Redskins are going to have to hold. Number 2 goes wide left. Alton Davidson, watch him. That's where they threw the touchdown pass in the 1st quarter. Rennie is ready. There's a snap. There he's throwing it again. Over the middle. It's incomplete. Tried to throw a little look into Davidson. It was incomplete as it bounced on the ground. Now that brings it up 3rd and 11. Into the ball game now comes big 76 Mike Skip, the 300-pound tackle. Well, that kind of means to believe that maybe they're going to throw the ball with that size of a tackle on the right-hand side.
Yeah, as Brenny impresses me. He throws the ball well. That pass was way off, but everything else has been within the reach of his receivers.
They're ready to go. 3rd and 11. Last time, Heineman carried it for a touchdown on a play like this. And there's a reverse, and it's wide open down the sideline. Laughlin's down the sideline, breaks one. Laughlin's down to the 20, and knocked out of bounds by number 80. Now it looks like number 20, Shatra, to number 80 for Saranac Lake making the tackle. Going to be Peter Schmidt, but that's a first down. And again, a big play against it. Oh, there goes the helmet. Rattel has been, I think, thrown out of the ball game. I saw his helmet go flying down on the field. Raymond's out there talking to the official. I'm not sure what happened here.
Oh, boy.
Now John Raymond's going right over to the head official. John Raymond is out there wanting to know. I think maybe he was thrown out. I'm not sure, but John is hot. And I'm surprised. There's the penalty being marked off now, I think. Well, they're going to leave it right on the 20. John Schatz goes to the far side. And usually, if a coach goes that far on the field, usually there's a flag thrown. But maybe because this is a championship game, that's why it wasn't. The coach on the other side is saying the same thing. Well, Highland has the ball down on the Saranac Lake 20-yard line. And they've been burned 3 times on 3rd and long. 5 minutes and 17 seconds left. Highland getting ready to push another one into the end zone against the Redskins. Big 300-pound tackle on the right-hand side. That's Mike Skiff. Brenny is all set. There's a give, and that's hit and drop. Nice tackle. Amel, there's a penalty flag dropped.
Now.
Boy, that's got to be a face mask because it's got to be the second man in, I would assume, that got the penalty because Amel was down around the ankles. Illegal motion. Illegal motion, so it'll be declined by Saranac Lake. Jared Amel blitzed from his linebacking position. They've got to decline that one because there's a big loss on the play. Okay, they're going to put the ball all the way back to the 27-yard line of Saranac Lake, so it's going to make it 2nd down and about 17. Well, the Redskins have held them back, but they've had big plays against them all afternoon. Number 25 goes wide right. That's Dwayne Lewison. Brenny has them all set. They're in the I formation. He's going to throw. He looks. He throws down into the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Well, back there was number 21. I believe that's Muldoon on the corner.
Muldoon made a heck of a play in that covering that man. He cut inside on the inside of the receiver. The ball is lofted up. He throws a floating pass. But, you know, Muldoon had to get between the two of them to knock that ball down. Excellent play by James Muldoon.
Went right after that, and they were trying to hit Friedman. Now out on that side, and Rattel comes back in. Number 2, Davidson is on the left-hand side again, and he likes to just streak down the sideline. Brenny is set. It is 3rd and 15. Draw play right up the middle, and it's wide open. Breaks one tackle. He gets up to the 20-yard line. Going to be short of the first down, and about 6 Redskins in on the tackle. And I won't tell you who the first one is because Shatra was there, Rattel was there. So it's going to bring a 4th down, the ball on the 22-yard line. 4th and 12. Well, a field goal really doesn't do you any good here. So they're going to go for it. Wide right goes Russell Colmus, number 24. They're winged on the left-hand side. They're in an I formation. Brenny gets them set. There's a snap. He's going to throw. He rolls right. He looks. He looks. He finally throws. And it's going to be intercepted by Rattel to the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, out to the 38-yard line. Ryan Rattel. And the last man to make the tackle, it looked like number 2, if I'm not mistaken. No, number 56 on the tackle. That was Ed Rising. And if Rising doesn't get him, he's gone. Big break for the Redskins.
Well, you could have got a bigger break at a better time.
Well, Rattel read that all the way. You could see him cutting in and made a nice interception. Got it all the way back to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Redskins. 3:58 left here in the 3rd quarter. 15-12. Highland leading. The Redskins have split left end. Wide to the left. The backs are in a wishbone formation. Amel up under the center. Gets the line set. There's a give to the second man. Rabideau breaks around the corner. 50. He's 45. 40. And he's out of bounds on the 38-yard line. Oh, one man, he just couldn't get room enough. So the Redskins have got it down. Great run on there. Down to the 39-yard line of the Highland Huskies. 3:51 left here in the third quarter. 15-12 Highland. Dan brings them out at center. Both ends go tight. Backs in a wishbone formation. Forche's the up back. Amel down under his center. They're going to go right up the middle with Forche, and Forche gets it down to the 35-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the carry. It's going to be second down and 7.
Jeff, interesting on that last series of down by Highland. Heineman was carrying that ball like he was a madman. He now has something like 125 yards, or 130 yards on 12 carries. I don't know why they started throwing the ball the way they did.
Okay, they're ready to go. Van Dien is split to the left. Again, the Redskins cut their splits down. They're in a wishbone formation. There's the gift of Rabideau. Over left tackle. Breaks it outside. Breaks it back inside, and he's going to be stopped. Oh, he stumbles close to the 30. Picks up about 4 yards. He's going to be short of the first down. It's going to make it third and about 2. The Redskins have the ball on the 31-yard line. They've got to reach the 29 for the first down. As we have traffic go back through us here, back and forth.
Rabideau staying right up with Heineman in the statistics. I have him 15 carries, 122 yards.
2 minutes, 44 seconds to go in the third quarter. Wishbone formation, big third down play for the Redskins. Amel sets the line down. They go right up the middle, Forche, and Forche's got the first down. Right behind Dan, Fletcher, and Granish up the middle. So the ball's down on the 28-yard line. First and 10, Saranac Light. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Huskies are leading 15-12. The Redskins moving the ball again. Stearns leaves the game. Van Dien splits wide to the right. And in the slot is Rattel on the right-hand side. The backs are in an I formation. Counter to Rattel. Breaks up. Rattel's got room on the outside. He's at the 20. And he's inside the 20 to the 19 and close to a first down. Nice little jingle there by the wrinkle by the Redskins. He's close to another first down. Going to be short by about 1.5 yards. The ball's placed down on the 20. They've got to get to the 19. Clock continues to run. 1:41 to go. Dan leads them out at center. The rest of the Redskins up to the line. Van Dien goes wide right. Stearns is now in the backfield in the wishbone formation. Forche's the fullback. There's a give to Forche up the middle, and he's dropped. No gain.
Nothing at all.
Maybe a loss of 1 yard. Forche is stuffed, and that's one of the first times I've seen him stuffed. And guess what? He ran into Mike Skip, the 300-pounder, right in the middle of the line. Third down, and now I'm saying this is third and a long, let's say 3 because it's more than 2. Third and 3 for the Redskins. Well, Highland held them here before. Stearns is winged on the left-hand side. They're split on the left-hand side. Man in motion is Stearns to the near side. There's a give to the man. Breaks up the middle. He's got the first down. Whoops. They looked like there was a fumble, but they're saying no. They said he was down. I believe that was Neil Forche. First down. The ball right down on the 15-yard line. Boy, this has been a long drive by the Redskins after that interception. We have 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Stearns goes out. Rabideau goes out. Number 20, Shatraw in. Number 33, Forche is in the backfield. Brown is the back, so they're going to go somewhere with all 3 backs. They're over left tackle to Forche. Breaks inside. He's inside the 10.
He's gone!
Touchdown! Touchdown, Redskins! Well, I'm trying to see. I think it's Forche, but it's so far down in the corner.
Forche.
What a block by the Redskins. They went behind Fletcher and Warshall, but Brown was blocking and Shatraw was blocking, and he just blew in. And the Redskins lead 18-15. And we have 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Well, the Redskins lead by 3, so they will go for 1. Well, I would think they would go for 1 because that will give you a 4-point lead. Nope, they're going to go for 2. This kind of surprises me. Okay, they're in a slot. They're split right, slot right. Amel is then I formation. Counter the other way, nothing there. Rattel hits a man and it does not get anywhere. Well, the Redskins lead 18-15. They have not made an extra point, and we're going to take this time to send you back with a score of Saranac Lake 18, Highland 15, with 10 seconds, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. Okay, we have about 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Redskins are going to get ready to kick the ball off. And we told you this was going to be a dandy of a game. The Redskins are leading 18-15. You can hear the crowd down in front of us from Highland. Rattel gets ready to kick the ball. Here comes the kick. It kick bounced down the middle of the field. It hits one man. Jabbar bounces off him all the way back to the 20. They fumble the ball. And whoa, Redskins may have it. No, I think they,
looked like Jabbar might have got it back.
Redskins say yes. Redskins recover the ball down on the 20-yard line. Now, you know what? I was surprised. I did not think the Redskins got it, but they're number 62 for Saranac Lake. Brian Lane comes out of the pile with the ball.
Unbelievable. Someone else steps up for the Redskins.
What a turning point with 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Redskins just took the lead 18-15, and now the Redskins have the ball on the 20-yard line. Amel gets back into the huddle, and we're going to have a timeout from Highland, and we're going to take a 30 seconds timeout and send you back to hear from one of our fine sponsors. One of these teams will go to Syracuse next week. The Redskins have the ball. They are sitting down at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Stearns is winged on the left-hand side. Van Deen is split on the right side. The Redskins are in an I formation. Amel is the quarterback. Forte is the fullback. The tailback is Rabideau. Forte right up the middle. Forte down inside the 15, close to the 13. Boy, that Redskin line is just starting to really move, and they've got some big beef on the other side. Pick up a 4 yards on the play. They're down on the 18. 2nd down and 6 for the Redskins. 11:40 left here in the ball game. Redskins leading 18-15. And they want to push another one in here. They are wing left, split left, wishbone formation. Amel gets down under the center. There's a give to the second man. Oh, he keeps it, and he's dropped all the way back to the 22-yard line. Well, I think the Redskins line forgot to block that time because all the linemen were standing up, and they were all on top of Amel.
And it looked like Amel was looking for someone to hand the ball off to, and it just wasn't there.
So that ball is all the way back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. Well, this is 2 down spots. They've got 2 downs to get 10 yards. Stearns is wing left. Both ends are tight. The backs are split. Stearns goes in motion to the far side of the field. Back to throw is Amel. He's looking screen. No, he throws it to the other side, wide open. He can't get it again. Wow, Rabideau couldn't get it. Amel has been throwing off his back foot. He doesn't have time to plant, and he was wide open again on the same play they missed before. 4th and 10 for the Redskins.
Joe, I don't know whether it was the lights that made it look wobbly or what. It looked like almost like a...
Well, he's running to his right, and he's throwing back across the field, and he's not planting his foot because he's got so much pressure on him that he can't plant and throw. Rabideau wide left. Van Deen wide right. Stearns is in the slot right. From the wishbone. Amel, 4th and 10. He looks. He throws. Knocked down or intercepted, knocked down, and so Highland will take over on their own 22-yard line, and the Redskins have just thrown away a glorious opportunity. We have 10 minutes and 31 seconds to go. Boy, the Redskins could have made some things happen there.
Yeah, and Ed Rising stepped in front of that ball on that fourth down conversion. He didn't even take a chance to intercept that ball. He just knocked it down. He was making sure nobody got it. That's all.
Okay, they are split right. They're winged on the left-hand side. They're in I formation. Heineman is deep. Jabbar is the up back. Rennie is the quarterback. Rennie gives to the second man, Heineman. Right up the middle he goes, and he gets maybe a yard on the carry, and about 4 Redskins on the tackle. Mark my words, the Redskins have a play that's wide open next time they get the ball, and that's the screen pass in the middle. With the pressure this line is really putting on the Redskins, that is wide open. Okay, the clock runs, 10:05 to go. It is second down and 8. The ball on the 25-yard line for the Highland Huskies. They've had big plays all afternoon. They are split left. They're slot on the left-hand side. Actually, he's a wing. The backs are in an I formation. Jabbar, the big fullback. Heineman, the tailback. Brenny's ready. He gives the reverse around the other side. Here comes the reverse man, and he's going to have the first down up to the 35-yard line, and that's a first down.
Yeah, Rattel had all he could do just to get the man out of bounds on that play.
And again, the
Bernie's tough running.
That's right, and the person that's getting burned on that is the Saranac Lake end, because he should be there. He's a crashing in, and what's happening, he probably is crashing down the line, and that leaves the corner wide open. 9:33 left in the game. The ball right on the Highland 35-yard line. They have a 1st and 10. They're split left, they're wing right, they're in an I formation. Brenny has Takuma Jabbar. There's pitch outside to Heineman. Heineman out the corner. Heineman is caught right down from behind. Glenn Stearns. Nice tackle by Stearns from behind. So it's going to make it second down and 10.
You know, it's not too often that Heineman's been caught. I mean, this kid's got 131 yards right now in 14 carries.
2nd and 10, 9 minutes and 7 seconds to go here. Saranac Lake, 18. Highland, 15. Highland has a 2nd and 10. They're split right. They're winged on the left-hand side. They're in the I formation. O'Brien is the center. Brenny is the quarterback. Right up the middle, they go to the big fullback. Breaks 1, breaks 2. He's got the first down.
Boy, tough runner.
Takuma Jabbar, right up the middle for 11 yards. Gets that ball up to the 46-yard line.
Jabbar's got 43 yards and 10 carries. And he's carrying the ball up the middle, through the middle of the Saranac Lake defense and through the middle of the linebackers.
And it has really gotten dark here. We are definitely under the lights. 1st and 10. 8:26 left here in the ball game. The Highlanders. Huskies winged on the right-hand side. They're split left. They're in an I formation. Brenny has it. Pitches outside to Heineman, trying to get around the right-hand corner. Nice play by the end. Here comes the back, and they drive him out of line. A loss of about 1 or 2 on the play. Great job by Forte on the defensive end that time.
Yeah, he contained him. He rolled the block all the way to the sideline.
So that makes it a loss of 2 on the play. So it makes it 2nd down and 12. The ball pushed back to the 44-yard line. The ball carrier went out of bounds. So the clock is stopped. Again, they now have both ends tight. Wing on the right-hand side. The backs are in an I this time. Jabbar right up the middle again, and he's got maybe 2, and that's all. On the bottle for Saranac Lake, Warshaw gets up after making the tackle. It's going to be 3rd and 10 and a big 3rd down play. Ball is right on the Highland 46-yard line.
They've been uncanny on these 3rd and long conversions
They have
so far
been
today.
uncanny. You don't know what they're going to do. In comes number 2. That's Alton Davidson. You got to watch him on that pass down the sideline. They've run that reverse. They've run the counter inside.
They've run the inside counter with Lewinson.
Brenny has them ready. They're winged on the right-hand side. There's pitched outside to Brenner. He's going to throw.
Pass.
He's going to throw. Wide open. Here's the throw. It's going to be knocked down,
Nice
almost
play.
intercepted. Wanamaker was back there with Van Deen. One was in front and one was in back. So it's 4th down. Well, they can try to go here, and they may say, yeah, let's try to go for it. If they don't make it, it gives the Redskins good field position with 7 minutes, 19 seconds to go, but they go back into punt formation. So you got to be leery here. I'm sure John is, they're sending one man back, and they're going to look for the run or the pass on this. There's a snap. Here comes a kick. Long, high, spiraling kick. Going to be Rattel back on the 15. Rattel to the 20, 25, 30, 35,
nice
40,
the
45, 50, 45, and he trips and falls down. What a run by Rattel. Boy, oh boy. Great run back by Rattel. He picked it on the 15-yard line, ran it all the way back to the 45-yard of Highland. So the Redskins have 1st and 10. On the 45-yard line, we have 7:03 left in the game. The Redskins break out of their huddle. We'd love to go to commercial time, but we're going to stay right here with you. Van Deen split left. They've got a slot Stearns on the left-hand side, and the backs are in a straight I formation. Amel gives to the second man. Rabideau's dragged down, breaks a tackle. Rabideau's got 5 on the carry, down to the 40-yard line. Down to the 40-yard line. Now we're down at 6:33 to go in the game. And the Redskins need to just keep it on the ground and run that clock. Amel gets the sign from Farmer on the sideline, gets back into the huddle. Out they come. They're split on the right-hand side. They're in the wishbone formation. Forche's the big back up front. There's a give to the second man. Rabideau's close to the 1st down. He's down to the 20, down to the 31-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and about 1. 5:54 to go in the ball game.
132 yards for Rabideau right now on 17 carries. Rabideau's starting to take up.
And they've been in those last 2 plays. They've run right behind Greenwich and Plummetor and Cochran on the right-hand side. Now Cochran's on the left-hand side. Amel gets under the center. They're in the wishbone formation again. There's the snap. Right up the middle of Forte. He's got the 1st down. Forte right up behind Dan and Fletcher. 1st down for the Redskins. The ball is down on the 33-yard line. 5:25 to go. Clock continues to run. Amel again went to the sideline, got the play, brings it back in. Van Deen is split wide left. Stearns is winged wide right. The backs are in an I formation. Amel right under Dan. In motion comes Stearns from the near side. Now he sees back out. There's a give to Rabideau. Breaks outside, breaks inside. Rabideau's got 8 on the carry as he gets down to the 26-yard line. Oh, nice block over there by Plummetor. Rabideau is dragged up. He's got to be a little tired. Picked up 5 on the carry. It's 2nd down and 5. 4:40 to go in the game.
You can feel the tide really starting to turn. Saranac Lake is really starting to push off this football.
Van Deen splits wide left. Stearns winged on the right-hand side. The backs are now split. Amel down under his center. In motion comes Stearns. All the way across. Over left tackle this time. And they've got another... Well, they're going to be short of the 1st down. It's going to be close. Forte was the ball carrier. It's going to be 3rd and about a yard. He got the ball down inside the 25. He's down to the 24. They need to get to the 23. 3rd and 1 for the Redskins. We've just been given the 4-minute warning left in the game. 4 minutes left. The Redskins have 2 downs to get a yard to keep the ball. Dan breaks it out at center. Van Deen goes wide left. Both ends are and tight on the right-hand side. They're in the wishbone formation. There they go over left-hand side. Trips. And he's going to be short of the 1st down. But this is 2 down spot. If he doesn't trip, he's going to get the 1st down. short of the first down. It's 4th and a long one for Saranac Lake, and they're going to go for this. The play was there. He got tripped by hand, or he would have had the first down. Clock runs. 3:22 left in the game. Saranac Lake, 18. Highland, 15. Van Dien wide left. Backs are in a wishbone formation. Forche's the up back. There's a give over right tackle. And he's dropped, did not get it.
No,
Highland holds. Well, they went to the well too many times. They tried to go behind Plumidor and Granish, and they held them again.
Heineman came back in from his linebacker spot. He blitzed, came across the backfield, and he caught him before he could even take a step.
Well, Highland has 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Now they're under 3 minutes. It's 2:59. The ball is on the 25-yard line. They have 75 yards to go to score to win the ball game. They are split right. They're winged on the right-hand side. The backs are in an I formation. Brenny under the center. He's going to throw. He throws over the middle. Caught and dropped.
Whoa. Stearns is right there. Almost intercepted that ball.
That's right. Stearns almost got there before number 25, Dwayne Lewison. The clock stops with 2:35. It is 2nd and 10. The ball is on the 25-yard line. Into the ball game. Now comes number 85, Josh Friedman.
If I don't have Brenny making a completed pass so far in this second half.
They are split right. They've got the wing and the slot on the right-hand side. Jabbar is the fullback. Heineman is the tailback. Brenny set. There's a snap. He gives to the second man. Breaks outside is Heineman. Heineman
down on a knee. He went down on a knee.
Down on a knee, all the way back and lost about 2 yards, I think. He did.
Yes.
3rd
Yes, it was.
and 12. 2:20 and the clock is running. 2:20. Now the clock is down at 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
And the defense plays soft for Saranac Lake.
And they're taking their time. In jogs number 2.
I don't believe this.
Dalton Davidson. Now we're under 2 minutes. Davidson comes wide to the right-hand side. He's out there being covered by number 23, Wanamaker. Brenny is ready. There's a snap. He's going to throw. He's looking.
It's on the sideline.
He throws down the sideline. No good. A wobbly pass. Oh, penalty flag dropped. They're going to call pass interference. I don't believe that. The man fell down. He was not even touched by Wanamaker right at the 50-yard line. 1:44. Boy, you want to watch that one on the replay, ladies and gentlemen, because he fell down. Okay. They're going to give him the penalty and the first down. They're calling pass interference. The ball is now on the Highland 40-yard line. 1:44 to go.
Wow.
Brenny
I must have
ready.
missed it.
They're split right. He's going to throw again. He looks. He throws. Incomplete. And he was covered very well by Van Dien. Tried to hit Heineman. 1:40 to go. We break that down. That is 100 seconds left in the game for one of these teams, and the Redskins are that close to going to Syracuse. But this team of Highland has come up with some great plays. They are split right. They're winged on the left side. They're in an I formation. Brenny under center. There's a snap. There's a give to Heineman over the right side, and he's got about 2 yards. That's all. It's 3rd down and 9. The clock runs. 1:31 to go, and there's a timeout. And we're going to send you back to Saranac Lake and radio station WMBZ, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Oh, here we go again.
My, oh my, 2 weeks in a row. 1:30, that's a lot of time on the clock when you're trying to stop somebody from scoring. The interesting thing here is
the middle.
How much time, or how many timeouts does Highland have? This is the second one I believe they've called.
I think you're right, Jeff. I think it is the second one.
The Redskins have come awfully close to picking one of the passes off. They've had pretty good pass coverage in the second half here.
But Jeff, it seems like the Highland team doesn't have a 2-minute offense. It's what it appears to be, because the players are running in and off the field as if it's casual, or they're waiting for that one last play, and maybe they've got something we don't know about, but it doesn't make sense.
Well, it's an interesting thing
and
here.
And Heineman up the middle on the last play,
You're right. Interesting thing here. The Redskins have taken out a linebacker, and they've brought in an extra defensive back. James Muldoon has come in the corner. He's on the far side of the field. He's got great speed. He's got great hands, but he's not too tall. Well, we're ready to go with 1:30 left. It is, well, I can't see, 3rd down and 10. Brenny underneath the center. There's the snap. He's back to throw. He looks. Screen. Right-hand side. Breaks up the sideline. And he's got a first down.
He does.
Gets to the Saranac Lake 49-yard line with 1:19 left. Well, that was a screen on the right-hand side, trying to slow up the rush of Saranac Lake.
I'm getting caught up in the game. Who caught the ball, Jeff?
I don't know. I'll tell you the truth. I thought maybe it was Davidson, but I'm not sure. 1st and 10 on the Saranac Lake 49-yard line. 1:10 to go. Brenny under center. The split right. They're winged on the right-hand side. Back to throw. He looks. He throws down the sideline. This should be picked off. Oh, it's in and out of the hands of one man. Good coverage over there. See who's down and up. Number 23, Heath Wanamaker. He comes up limping. He's limping, and he may have to come out of the ball game. 57 seconds left. And they're going to have to take Heath out of the ball game the way he's limping. He's got to come out of there. And they better get him out of there in a hurry and not use the timeout. Muldoon is in the game.
If they have to
And
take
he's
the
down on the
timeout,
ground.
they better
And now
take it.
there is a timeout. Muldoon is in for one of the linebackers. It'll be interesting. Here's what we have. It is 2nd down and 10. Oh, excuse me, it's not 2nd down and 10. I got to find the ball. I can't find the ball. Oh, they
It looked like
carried
it
Heath
might
off.
be his knee.
Knee, or I
That's
think
what
it's
he
his
was pointing
ankle,
to.
maybe. Well, they're ready to go, and Van Dien's in. I'm not sure Van Dien, who else is in for him. They're ready to go. They're going to throw. They look right down the middle. It's knocked down. Nice play by Shatraw. Seth Shatraw came from his linebacking position and knocked it down. It is 3rd and 10. 54 seconds left.
Oh, folks.
My, oh
54
my.
seconds left. In a ball game that means a shot for Saranac Lake Redskins to go to the New York State Championship Class C division.
Okay, they're all ready to go. 3rd and 10. They are split left, slot left, I formation. Brenny is ready. Pitched outside. Reverse. Deep reverse. Oh, and Stearns traces it.
Oh, it's a clip. It's a clip.
Yes, sir, they call it. He's up, and he's all the way to the 40-yard line, but this is coming back. Stearns was about ready to make the call, and number 88 on the clip, Mike Ellison. Clip from behind, and this one's going to be brought back, and now we have 44 seconds left. And that should be from the spot of the foul, and I believe it's 10 yards, 2 flags, and they're both for the clipping. That's got to bring that ball back close to the 30-yard line with 44 seconds. But remember, in the second quarter, with only a minute something left, Heineman ran the ball back about 50-some yards on a 3rd and 10. They moved the ball all the way back to the 28-yard line. So,
I wish you could get a shot of the Saranac Lake stands right now. Those people are going crazy over there.
Highland has the ball.
I love them.
On their own 28-yard line. They have 3rd down and 10, 20, 30. But most important, there's 29 seconds left in the game. Now it's down to 25 seconds. Rennie is ready. There's a snap. There's a gift to Highland. He's hit.
I don't believe they did this.
There's a fumble on the play, but there's 13 seconds left and the clock is running. Now it stops. It is 4th down. There is 13 seconds left in the ball game. Highland has the ball on their own 24-yard line. They have time, I think, for one play.
Rattel is back right now around the 45-yard line. He went over and he's talking to Coach
Well, you've
Raymond.
got Rattel back there. You got Muldoon back there. They've got a lot of speed. Stearns has got a lot of speed. Van Dien's got a lot of speed. They need to put some pressure on the quarterback.
Look at the stands. Look at the stands. They're going crazy over there. I wish I
The
was sitting there right
Redskins-
now.
The Redskins are 13 seconds away from going to the
Wow.
Dome in Syracuse.
Wow. Dustin Pluminor was down on the line, ready in his position. The ball's not even on the, is between the referee's legs.
Well, you want to put
And it's,
you want to put pressure on. They want to watch the screen. You want to lock almost somebody on Heineman, saying, "Hey, don't let Heineman beat you. Lock somebody right on him. Wherever he goes, put somebody else with him."
There's not time to run anything too
So the
fancy.
Redskins are
Gotta do
using-
something.
Yeah, you see right now the Redskins are using an umbrella defense. It's shaped in the form of an umbrella. Now that means they will give you the short pass, but not the long pass. Well,
Come
we're
on.
ready to go. Brenny is under the quarterback. We have 13 seconds to go.
Get it over with. Come on.
There's the snap. He's back to throw.
Come on.
He's looking. He's looking.
There's nobody
He's
there.
airing it out. And it's going to be
Oh, come
knocked
on.
down with 6 seconds to go. But
Oh,
that was a 4th down play, and the Redskins are on their way
Take
to
over.
Syracuse.
They're going to the
All
dome.
the Redskins.
They're going to the dome.
Oh, boy.
All the mighty Redskins are going to the dome.
What a magnificent job by the Redskins. All they got to do is put the ball down. There it is. Run it off. The clock is starting to run, or they said run it. And there's nothing Highland can do, and there's not a thing the Redskins have to do.
Saranac Lake has to take a
All
snap.
they have
That's all
to
they
snap
take
the
a
ball.
snap. That's it.
Amel's going to snap that ball, and he's just going to hold on and kneel down because the ball game is going to be over. Both teams are just kind of standing right there at the 25-yard line. Emil is all set to go. He's under the center. There's the snap. He kneels down. The clock runs. 2-1. The ball game is over. The Redskins have won and are on their way to Syracuse. We're going to take this time to send you back to radio station WNBZ, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.
I'm so excited, Jeff. I just tried to punch in all the rushing yardages. I didn't even turn the calculator on.
I forgot that we were still on cable TV here. You can see on the sideline the Saranac Lake fans are going crazy. The coaches have just jumped down to get into that celebration. We're going to try to hear, and we may need to open the window on this one to see who the MVPs are. So we just opened the window a little bit, so the sound will be a little bit better for you, but we're going to be waiting for there to give us the MVP, or they're supposed to announce it. Saranac Lake extremely excited on the far side. It's 5 minutes after they handshake, they are going to give the MVP, and they're also going to give the offensive and defensive players, I believe. It's going to be interesting because you've got Heineman, who played great for Highland, and on the other side you had Saranac Lake have great games by Rabideau. They're shaking hands on the sideline, and like we said, we're going to stay with you right here even before we give you the wrap-up because they are going to announce those awards. The Saranac Lake Redskins, taking the 4-hour bus trip down to Kingston here at Deitz Stadium, has come away with a hard-fought 18-15 victory. The Redskins trailed 15-13 at halftime and came out and played a whale of a defensive second half. As you can see, all the players on the sideline, we want to thank our sponsors here. brought to you by Kilroy 2 Entertainment, Adirondack Tire, and our tires will be hot on the way home for that. Big D Fuel, Lily Rose Restaurant, Post Office Pharmacy, the Blue Line Sports, Wayne Dara Auto, Sales Construction, Adelphia Cable, and Stanley Chevy Olds. Hyman?
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Hyman and Rabbit. They're coming out to get their awards at center field. Both of them played great games. Oh, and there is John Raymond just drenched. He's going to catch cold as it is here.
I think he's too hot to catch cold right now. I think the blood's flowing in him. Hot
Back
and
to
heavy.
Syracuse for Saranac Lake. Last time we were down there, we played Taconic Hills. Defensive players. Oh, Stearns got the
What a
defensive
tribute.
player.
What a tribute.
And I think that is all of them, but I'm not sure. We're just going to hold on here, and then we're going to give you the stats.
Okay, at this time, I would like to recognize the Highland players and the Highland coaching staff.
We're now just congratulating the Highland team and the coaching staff.
Semi-finalist plaque.
They get the semi-final plaque.
You had a great season.
They finished with a 10-2 record.
This is not the plaque you wanted.
Redskins have gone to 10-1. Carl's putting his coat on, and how he can do that, he's pretty hot here. Yeah, we'll be home tonight.
We'll be home. It'll be fun going home tonight.
Put an unedited version on tonight?
Are you all done tonight?
Should I put an unedited version on tonight?
Are you on that time? What time?
If we can get back, I'd like to get on around 10 o'clock. This is too big. This is too big.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just talking to a very important man.
Rick Knapp.
Rick Napton said he's going to get this tape back to Saranac Lake and going to try to get it on the air at 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock, if you can, get on your TV sets and you're going to see this whole game.
Well, there's a lot of proud parents out there in that field right now.
Parents out there taking pictures.
For the Class C state title.
Saranac Lake will play for the state C final championship next week